10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Well, good morning to Little Blessings Online. I hope you got your cup of tea, or your coffee, or your milk, or your juice, or whatever particular thing you want to have to drink this morning as we go through Little Blessings Online for you in the comfort of your own home at a time most suitable to you. We're on Facebook Live now, 10:30 Monday morning, but you can also catch us on YouTube any time in the week and back episodes as well. I hope you got your favourite toy. This is quite cool, Darth Vader alarm clock which lights up red. It's not very cuddly, but I do have my favourite teddy who's been all around the country with me. We're on journeys today, can you tell from the hat? So he's been all around the country when I was driving a truck. He's done tens of thousands of miles, England, Scotland and Wales. And I hope you got a favourite toy. I've got mine, which I'm just trying to put together for you so you can see it. Ooh, hang on, never quite works, does it? So there you go. There is my articulated truck with removable containers, which I got for my 40th birthday. Me and Teddy and my truck will do a little video for you for next week. Joe's doing Little Blessings Online next week. So we'll do a little video of me playing with my truck so you can see what happens. Because there's a forklift truck as well, which lifts these things off. It's fabulous. We've got lots coming up for you today, including... Oh, I need a bigger table. Hang on a minute. You don't get this on the BBC, do you? Oh, there we go. Aha, you see. We've got some art time from Jojo making a rainbow coming out of a cloud rainbow heart, which is really cool. Cloud. We've got some songs, and we've got a really awesome story we put together for you, all about Noah the Doer, which I think is fantastic, because I just do. I think it's awesome. So that's all coming up. But first... today's little theme, if you like, is all about rainbows. You can probably guess which Noah we're talking about when we talk about rainbows. And I've got some photos for you of some really cool rainbows, which are going to come on the screen. So this is a rainbow that Jo took when she was in a council building in Shropshire. These are some rainbows I found on the internet. They're really, really beautiful. I want to go there. I don't know about you. Oh, you see, clouds and blue skies. And then we've seen lots of rainbows recently through COVID, haven't we, with this. And this is what I was thinking about, the rainbows. They've got 4 colours there to make the rainbow up. And that's really, really cool. Thank you to the NHS, because during COVID, we've had the rainbow as a symbol of hope. And it's a way of saying thank you to key workers, NHS workers, truck drivers. Truck drivers, although there's a truck bit missing. But anyway, so truck drivers, all these people that have kept us going. Which is awesome, and that's what the rainbow is. It's a sign of hope. And we're going to have a story really, really soon, and it's all about hope. But before we get to the hope, there has to be the reason for needing the hope. So I hope you got your journey hat on for this morning. Get your teddy sorted. Get your drink ready. Because it's now time for story time. And we're going to learn about Noah the Doer. You've got to get involved this time. It's one for you to get involved in. Noah the Doer and his ark. This is the story and account of Noah, his family, his ark, and lots of animals. Every time you hear me say the word Noah, I want you to say with me, Noah the Doer. Because Noah the Doer was a man of action and got stuff done. Let's practice that one more time. Noah the Doer. Brilliant. Now, Noah the Doer was a really good man. He had a wife, 3 sons, Shem, Ham, Japheth, and they all loved God a lot. Noah, the doer, lived a good life, and everybody who met him thought he was a really good guy too. Nobody ever fell out with Noah, the doer. One day, God was chatting with Noah, the doer, and asked him to build a special sort of boat called an ark. Now, Noah, the doer, was a little bit puzzled because, well, he lived in a desert and you don't have much use for a boat in a desert. But Noah, the doer, was a doer, so he got on with the doing. He bought in special wood. He bought books on building boats. He bought special tools to turn the wood into the ark. Noah, the doer, got very busy. And Noah, the doer, even made sure the ark was long enough and wide enough and tall enough to fit lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of animals. 2 of every sort of animal in the world that lives on land. Being the clever kind, Noah the doer even remembered to put on a roof, otherwise he'd have needed a lot of umbrellas to keep him, his wife, his 3 sons and their wives and all the animals dry. A roof was so much simpler. Then Noah the doer started gathering lots of food into the ark too. Food for him, his family and their families, and food for all the animals. It was going to be a very long cruise on this special boat, the ark. One more thing. Noah, the doer, left a door in the side of the boat. He must have wondered how his ark was going to float. But Noah, the doer, he trusted God and knew that God had a great plan and had thought out everything, so all would work well. Finally, Noah, the doer, finished his work. He must have looked at all the splinters he had and the sore thumbs where he'd missed hitting the wood with a hammer, but the boat was ready. The ark was built, the animals were in. But Noah, the doer, lived in a desert. Lots of sand, not a whole lot of water, so he waited. And he waited some more, and he waited some more, and wondered if he'd really done the right thing building a big boat in the middle of a desert. And then, 7 whole days later, it started to rain. Just a little bit at first, and then the rain got heavier and faster and harder, and in fact it went on to rain every single day for 150 days in a row. Now if you can't count to 150, that's kind of the same length of time we've been in our houses during quarantine for lockdown. And just before the water reached the door in the side of the ark and ruined the whole thing, God closed the door for Noah. For you. Noah the doer, his wife, their 3 sons, their families and all the animals were getting a little bit fed up of being in the ark for so long. They played lots of Monopoly, they'd run out of films to watch and they couldn't think what else to build with their Lego sets. But all they could see was water, and they were waving from side to side and forwards and backwards. Even the very tallest mountains have been covered by water. So, Noah had an idea. Noah the doer took one of the birds that he had brought into the ark and let it fly away. But it came straight back because it couldn't find anywhere to land. Noah the doer sent out a dove. A bit later he sent out another dove, wondering if he'd ever step on dry land again. Noah the doer was getting a little bit worried, but he didn't need to be. The dove came back with a small branch in its mouth from an olive tree. Now Noah the doer, his wife, Mrs. Doer, his 3 sons and their families and all the animals on the ark just had to wait a little bit longer. The water was beginning to go away. And eventually the ark came to rest gently on some land. Before too long all the water had gone. The animals were glad to leave too and be on their way to make a new home. Noah the doer, his wife, their sons and their wives were so happy they built a special statue to remind them of what God had done for them all. What a cool story. We like that. So, can you hear that noise? There we go. It's time for art time in a minute. Joe's Rainbow Cloud is what we're doing today, which is really, really cool, really simple to do, really amazing. The hope that we have is awesome. So during COVID-19, we've had pictures of rainbows with thanks to the NHS and the key workers, because they've given us hope in such dark times. And at the end of the story, Noah and his family build an amazing statue to say thank you to God for all he's done. And then God sends a rainbow to remind us he's never going to do that again, which is awesome. So rainbows can be a hope, and it's great to see the rainbows in people's windows, reminder of God's first hope to us as people. So it's time for art time. Let's go. Let's learn to make a rainbow cloud.
We've got everything we need here to make a rainbow craft, and we need to start with a cloud. We'll need scissors, so as you can see here, to cut out the cloud from the white paper, so you'll need white paper. You'll need coloured paper, all the colours of the rainbow, so we've got red and orange and yellow and green and blue. I've had to have 2 blues because I haven't got like a bright blue, which is indigo, and then purple or violet. Those are the colours. Obviously you can use crayons to make different colours if you haven't got the paper, if that's the way around it. Or to be fair, if you're not too bothered, you can have whatever colour you want. But if you do want to learn the colours of the rainbow, it is red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo and violet. Okay, so you start with a cloud. It's basically a blob, just like that. And then you obviously cut round that, and if you wanted to make 2 clouds, if you just pop the paper in half and you're happy with the way your cloud looks, then you've got 2 clouds there. I'm going to use the one I made earlier. There's my cloud. I think I'll have it that way around. Okay, now one of the things to think about when you're doing this, and I did make this mistake, is making sure you've got the colours the right way around, and I've got it myself ready for that. As you can notice, I've got the strips backward, because what we're going to do is stick them on, and then of course they'll go the right way around. So I'm going to put the violet on first and the blues, but I'm going to put some glue on the back of here and then stick on the strips. Obviously you cut the strips off, literally, you know, you can go as wide or as small as you want, but you just need to be about at that size. I mean, you can measure them if you want, but that's just absolutely fine, just cutting strips like that. And so we'll glue the bottom half of the cloud. Obviously you could use sellotape as well, but I'm just going to put lots of glue on, make sure it all sticks. There we go. When I say sellotape, any kind of tape. And now this is where we just stick these on. It doesn't matter how far you go up, because they're really quite long, but I think it'll be better if they're all the same length as much as possible. But it doesn't really matter, because I think it looks fun whatever. So we've got our purple or violet first, and then we've got indigo or blue next, and then green. Obviously I'm doing it backwards. Green and then yellow, and orange, and finally red. And if I've done this correctly, and we turn it around, ta-da! It's the right colours in the right order. That's fantastic. So yeah, don't make the mistake that I made earlier by getting it the wrong way around. So it worked out very nicely. You can use these kinds of eyes, which I've used here, or you can just use a black pen. So I'm going to use a black pen for eyes. Around about there. One. Oh, he looks a bit weird. Oops. It doesn't matter. There you go, because I'm going to give him a lovely big smiley face. Fantastic. And there you go, a rainbow craft, a rainbow cloud.
If you've had a go at this, it'd be lovely to see your goes at trying to do this. It'd be awesome. You can email them to the email address at the bottom of the screen. Now, for those who are observant among you, you will realise that I forgot to do song time. So we're going to go into song time now. We've got a couple of songs which I hope you're going to enjoy. One of which I've written for you, and another one which I hope you're going to recognise. So get your muscles ready, get yourselves ready and warmed up, and we're going to go straight into song time. God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. Our God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. He's higher than a skyscraper, and He's deeper than a submarine. He's wider than the universe, and beyond my wildest dreams. And He's known me and He's loved me since before the world began. How wonderful to be a part of God's amazing plan. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. He's higher than a skyscraper, and He's deeper than a submarine. He's wider than the universe, and beyond my wildest dream. And He's known me and He's loved me since before the world began. How wonderful to be a part of God's amazing plan. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. Our God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. Yes, He holds us in His hands. Yes, He holds us in His hands. Yes, He holds us in His hands. From the smallest to the biggest, I got cares. From the closest to the furthest, He is there. And we are sad or happy, fearful or afraid. God is there right by our side. Because Jesus loves you when you're strong. Because Jesus loves you when you're weak. Because Jesus loves you when you're old. Because Jesus loves you when you're young, old, strong, weak, or rich, or if you're poor. When God made stars, the sun, the moon, the universe, He already had you in His thoughts. Well, of course, He loves us and He wants us to know one thing well, but He's loved us from the dawn of time. Because Jesus loves you when you're strong. Because Jesus loves you when you're weak. Because Jesus loves you when you're old. Because Jesus loves you when you're young, old, strong, weak, rich, or if you're poor. In good times and bad times, He wants us to honor Him with our prayers. He loves us to reach out up to Him so He can show how much He cares. Because Jesus loves you when you're strong. Because Jesus loves you when you're weak. Because Jesus loves you when you're old. Because Jesus loves you when you're young, old, strong, weak, or rich, or if you're poor. From the smallest to the biggest, I got cares. From the closest to the furthest, He is there. We are sad or happy, fearful or afraid. God is there right by our side. 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 you go. Hope you're enjoying your tea. Or your milk. It's cool. So that's the end of Little Blessings Online for this week. Hope you've really had a really great time today. You've enjoyed story time and song time and art time, which is awesome. It's going to be a goodbye from Teddy, and it's going to be a goodbye from me. But firstly, thank you to my technical team in the corner, who are over there, making it all work. Thanks for being with us today. Hope you have a really great rest of your week and rest of your day. There's a link for Skit Guys. We love the Skit Guys. They're awesome. Their red Bible and brown Bible inspired me to fix Joe's Bible with an orange gaffer tape Bible, which is what we did last week. Yeah, there's a link to Skit Guys because they do some really cool stuff on Noah and they tell his story really, really, really well. So there's a link for Skit Guys, and we will see you all again next week for another session. We've got a little quick video advert for you for something that happened yesterday, which is our Something for Sunday. Little video for that, and yeah, we'll see you all in a week's time. Bye for now. We wanted to invite you to BerryBunch Something for Sunday.
We'll have
Drama,
object lessons,
worship,
prayer.
and family-friendly teaching for the whole family.
It doesn't matter how old or young you are.
There's something for the whole family.
And you can enjoy it as a whole family.
Through lockdown and beyond.
From the comfort of your own home.
At a time most suitable for you.
It'll be available as early as you're awake on Sundays via our Facebook page and our YouTube channel.
Looking forward to seeing you soon. Stay up to date with the BerryBunch. You can follow us online, www.berrybunch.family. We're on facebook.com/BerryBunchFamily. You can also find us on Instagram and YouTube as well.